What is the percentage of your customized order?
It's quite high actually. In stores, it's quite high. At least about 30%.
Okay.
We do customize. Yeah. Yeah. Things that are not possible, we'll tell customers. But whatever is possible, we do it.
And do you think it's very hard to manage made to order, especially like with 30%? Like,
Yeah, of course, it's tough, and
yeah.
that's why we try telling customers that the reason why I do it is because I want women or my customers to feel special. I want them to feel good in the styles they're taking. And there's no reason why, if I am a made to order brand and I have everything in house, I have the resources to do it, why would I not do it for my customer? Why should customization only be restricted to luxury? Like if you're doing a wedding lehenga or if you're doing like a occasion where you want to wear this, why? People come to us who pick up pieces for their pre-wedding functions, for their birthdays, their anniversaries. There's a customer who came to me and she said that I'm going back to work after childbirth and I only want to have Khara Kapas wardrobe for 1 month. We
Wow,
did full
okay.
customization for her, whatever she wanted for her height, waist, whatever, because it's a special time for her. And I feel that I take a lot of pride if I can do these things for women, especially because I have gone through the process myself. I know what it is like to go back to work or be working during childbirth, pregnancy, all of those things. So it's nice. We like doing that.
How can one manage inventory? Do you have some tips on managing inventory, especially when you have three stores?
You have to have a ERP system. You have to have like certain. You definitely have to have master inventory. Everything has to be in, and if you don't even have ERP or anything like that, you need to have at least an Excel file or something where everything is documented. Everything that's made has to be there so that you know what is going out, what is coming in. That data has to be precise always. I think whenever you're starting a business, data will be your best friend. Everything needs to be crunched in to know what styles are moving, what styles are not moving. You might assume, like sometimes I'll get this answer from my store team, and these styles are moving. And then I tell them, give me data. Tell me how many pieces, how many styles, how many sizes. And then they realize that what they're talking from the memory is not making sense on
Yeah,
paper.
paper,
So
yeah.
I think that plays a very important role. So always have from the first piece you've made, it needs to be logged in, implemented, put in a system. If you have an ERP, very good. If you don't, then you need to have an Excel sheet, a Google sheet for that matter, so that everything is documented.
Since we're talking numbers and a lot of data, I'm sure you also come from a place when you had not started doing data, or any sort of really big mistake that you made in your career that you would want to reflect on.
Yeah, of course. So surprisingly, um, there were so we started working with a lot of MBOs, and I mean the brand really took off in the beginning only, and I signed up with a lot of people approached and the premium ones, and we signed up with them. I will not name those MBOs right now, but there were one or two where because our process was not right, because we didn't have a right invoicing system, because there was just too much demand and I was just trying to do things on my own without understanding the seriousness of how important it is to have the right invoicing, the right systems, that we did forget about collecting payments. The invoicing did not happen in time, because you know how it works is like you have payments pending for a while, and then there are discussions happening, and then your accounts team will change, and then your ops team will change, and then you can't be everywhere available all the time. And especially if you're not somebody who's driven by numbers, you're somebody who's trying to be an entrepreneur, being a designer and a single person doing everything. So it happens, and I had to, like, my payments were like gone. Basically I retrieved my payments after certain payments I had to let go, but we basically retrieved things after a year, 2 years. But because it was in our ledger, we were able to get those payments, and we had to let go of certain payments. But we learned it the hard way. We had to forget certain things, certain invoices, certain bills had to be signed off, because there was absolutely no documentation from that side to this side that was matching. Now it's taken us years to be in a place that we know it's like foolproof. Yeah, we know we can even get things out after from 5 years back. So I think that is something that I would advise to youngsters, especially if you do not come from an entrepreneur, a numbers background, or you're not ops driven, or you're not somebody in a business. That is very important. You cannot just make beautiful clothes and sell it. If you're making it into the difference between just doing a design house than doing a full-fledged business, your numbers have to be right. Your team has to be right, that is backing you in finance and ops department. So that's very important.
If you want us to keep bringing such amazing content and business hacks, please subscribe to our Clips channel, The Sonika Mata Show Clips.